All right, good evening, everybody. It is October 27th, 2020, after the market close. I'm going to go over where we left off on the last video about the wave counts for SPY, QQQ, and IWM. Let's get to it. I'm not sure if anybody watched my last video or not, but the way I had it last time was that this and this structure was a 1, 2, and 3, and we were looking to see if this was the fourth. Well, that got negated because what had happened is that we had gone through a invalidation point, I think, which was right here. Kind of went through. We lost that invalidation. We lost the validation of that structure, and I had to go back and redo the count again. I'm not sure if this is still a valid count, but it does match all the rules and so forth. We don't know exactly what the future is, but we will see what happens. In order for this count to be invalidated, it needs to get through break this support right here, which is right this point. If it goes through that, then we're probably looking at that we're still in this fourth wave, and we're still in the fourth wave. Okay, and we have not started the fifth wave. The way I'm showing you right now, it is that we have completed 1 of 5. Okay, and we are in the second wave, and go from there. So it doesn't look good. So the way it is right now, we've broken down quite a bit, a lot more than I like to. Of course, the big point being that right here, this gap down, this no good, and pretty much started this whole bearish sequence that a lot of you that traded this bearish H sequence right here, and that means or an upside J hook, whichever one you want to call it. That means if we break down through this point, this low, okay, which is right here, we go through that, we're most likely gonna go test this 332.87 area, or maybe even break through that and test this confirmation point. Just see, let's see if we can, let me see if we can actually expansion. Let's see if we can get some sort of idea where it could be. Yeah, the 618, which is right here. This is the zone you want to look for, pretty much. It's pretty much showing you that there is a cluster there, 3280, and this that would be a very strong support if it was to break through this zone and come down here. I would be looking for it to complete complete at least this structure, the bearish shade structure at that point, and look for it to bounce. I'm not sure how high that will bounce, but we will know soon enough. Okay, let's get rid of those. Okay, so that's pretty much where we're at. We've had a leading diagonal. Again, a leading diagonal going into ABC correction, and now we're going down and completing this bearish formation. Let's hope things work out. It doesn't go breaking through this point, and at which point it would make the fact that we're still in fourth wave. This Y structure, I'm sure if you had seen my previous video about it, that this is Y, this would be X, and this would be W. Okay, and the fourth would have to be somewhere over here. All right, let's get to the next chart, QQQs. So Qs are in a little better shape than the SPY is. It hasn't broken down. It has not been invalidated. It's actually saw a positive close versus, where SPY was, where it saw a negative close. This could be an end. I am expecting another wave down, some sort of something. I think I want to see a double bottom, or at least a truncated fifth wave right here on this ending diagonal. And that will just give us some sort of validation that, hey, this is coming to an end, and maybe we can start looking at more bullish trades, bullish scenarios, and also we can start being a little bit more aggressive on the bullish side. That hasn't happened, so still play cautiously. The count is still valid from the last time. Nothing's really changed, other than the fact that we are still in this little downtrend correction, and we're just waiting to see how markets behave. There is a chart floating around. I would have to go look for it, where there is timing right at the election. There is an Elliott wave timing right around here, around election time, and I would have to look for it, and maybe I'll post it somewhere or bring it up next time I do this. But for now, just be cautious. The Qs are not out of the water. We're still in this fourth wave structure, and it could get ugly, or it may not. We don't know. Those elections are the big if that we have to kind of go through and hold our breath for. There are. I mean, I hear a lot of people say if a certain person wins, if Joe Biden wins, that the markets are gonna die and roll over. If Trump wins, the bullish bull market will continue. We don't know that. We don't know how the market's gonna react. Those are just interpretations of people's own biases. That's all it is. Until they show us their hand, we don't know what they're holding or what they want to do or what the big players in the market want to do. So you can't really say. You can have your own personal thought about what markets will do, but don't think that is what is markets going to be doing. We don't know what's going to be doing, so just play it by day and go from there. So let's look at IWM. It's starting to look bad. It's broken down from this last point. It's broken down right here. I would have liked to see it hold, but it did not. That means that this has got a steeper road ahead, where we could see it go down to 155 area. We don't know yet. I don't know what this is. Let me just get rid of that. See if all right, so it was looking better than the other two indexes, but for now, just seeing that it is starting to break down more, it tells me that we are in a bigger bearish sequence, and we can expect it to at least test this point right here. We don't know if this will hold. At least I don't know if this will hold at this point, because again, this is in this larger bearish J hook and expecting to go down. Will it go down and test the invalidation point right here? That is very much a possibility. So let's see what happens with this. Let's see if we can get more bearish trades out of this whole this whole well, this index has been bearish. It's not the one that I usually trade, but it has been very good for short sellers, uh, and hopefully that we see this Z somewhere down here that will end it, and then we can go forward. Okay, thank you for tuning in, and I really appreciate it. Have a great evening.